My fiance Dillon is not playing. I have thoughts about that, but I'm not going to share it. She then captioned another with Brown's loss. What's new? But then he got into a disagreement with a commenter on a post and wrote, actually, everyone in the building wants him to play, but you wouldn't know because you've never been into the NFL or coach, right?
Well, now tune in to the Dark Times channel.
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And we got to go ahead and chime in real quick. I want to chime in on Dillon Gabriel's fiancée, because recently she kind of put her foot in it. She put her foot in her mouth, so to speak. And aside from being Dillon Gabriel's fiancée, she's also probably Dillon Gabriel's #1 fan. And so I'm sure it's difficult for her to sit back and watch Dillon Gabriel have to watch Shedeur Sanders play. And so she did something that she probably shouldn't have done. She has sinned.
Man, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
I just wish people understood that it put Dillon in a bad spot.
Right.
Because I don't believe, see, when she said hold on, what did she say? Actually the building. When she said the building, I think it's from locker room up. I don't think it's the locker room down. I don't think it's the locker room. I think it's from above the locker room up. Yeah. The building, I think that's the executive. I think that's the front office.
Hold on, we already know that though. We already know that based on the words, based on things that have been said. You know that part. But down below, where it really matters, the meat and potatoes of the team. I don't need this. I don't need to say no more because I can't throw anybody else under the bus.
And so the reason why people are reacting to this, it's not because she decided to get on Twitter or get on Instagram and react to somebody that was talking that ish about her dude, about her fiance, about Dillon Gabriel. Not just because of that, but it's about what she said specifically in regards to the sentiments in that building. Because I'm sure not everybody in that building wants Dillon Gabriel to play. Now, we all know who does. I'm sure Kevin Stefanski, maybe even the owner, maybe even the offensive line, but not everybody.
So I just Chad, I would just recommend anybody, young ladies, if you dating a guy in college or high school and you guys might be together, just keep that in mind. Everything you say that's related to football is going to be tied back to him. And you might be your own person. You have your own thoughts, you have your own mind, and I get to talk. I can speak freely. But they're going to tie it back to him. And that's not fair. And that's not fair to him. No. And you don't want to put that kind of stress. You don't want to put that kind of pressure. And you don't want to shine that kind of light on him. Now, there's this platform called social media that they can go to and disseminate information all across the world and instantaneous. So even if you were to send and then hit delete, it's gone.
Oh, it's too late.
It's gone.
It's too late. Once you hit send, it's a wrap.
Hey. Stay in the shadows, do what I do. I understand.
Well, some understand they have to play the background. Some understand they have to play the background and they're not the main character. I understand I'm not the main character and I know my place and I know my role. There are a lot like that. Then there are some that want to be front and center. Okay, that's my man, but I need to be front and center right along with him. It's different. Everybody's different. And it also depends on who you're dating.
Yes.
Some people date you just because they want to be front and center.
Yeah. And first of all, quarterback's bar is a different level.
Yes.
You're basically dating the CEO.
Yes.
You dating the CEO.
The guy.
So you definitely have to be willing to take a back seat. You got to be like Savannah James.
Oh yeah.
She ain't gonna, she gonna do a little podcast. She got a little, whatever she got going on. Hey, look, they try to beat up on Aisha Curry, but I understand what she's saying.
And so Shannon Sharp wants to make sure he can go ahead and leave that interview door open with a Stephen Curry because he called himself at the end. Aisha Curry is definitely one of those habitual line steppers.
He's a habitual line stepper.
Want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
he tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true, so why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too, and I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
And so Dillon Gabriel's fiance is definitely not on that level, but hopefully she learned a valuable lesson. Or if not, this could be a red flag for Dillon if he wants to have a long and prosperous career in the NFL. I think there's definitely a portion of people in that building that want Dillon Gabriel to play, despite how well Shedeur Sanders played. For the same reasons that Shedeur Sanders was taken in the 5th round. They just don't like him for whatever reason. They don't like his family. They don't like his father. They don't like him. And so they don't want him to play. And I'm sure it's probably been relayed to Dillon Gabriel in one way or another. And then, of course, like I said, through the course of pillow talk or just conversation, Dillon Gabriel expressed that to his fiance. And then when she got angry, it came out. Because when you get angry, you'll say the things that you don't want to say sometimes. And so I don't think the fallout is going to be too big from this situation. I'm sure Shedeur Sanders may or may not get asked about it, but he's going to have a good answer for it as he usually does. He'll find a way to probably make a joke about it and he'll move on. But like I said, it's definitely a good lesson for Dillon Gabriel's fiance. But those are my thoughts on it. Make sure you guys go ahead and try to keep that conversation going on down below as we usually do. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me one time. And as usual, peace and chaos.